Hello, everyone. My name's Hank Suttala here with Casey McBride, and we're going to be doing a little episode of Stir Crazy Shamans just to bring a little Easter message. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a real brief Easter Stir Crazy Shamans. And Casey, don't forget about the Facebook thing we talked about. I just had to do mine again.
Oh yeah, I got to go ahead and make that public so we can see comments if they come through.
Yeah. So, everyone, my name's Hank Suttala. And first, I wanted to just share with you a little bit about the Carol tradition and how Christianity, specifically Christos, as they would call Christ, kind of preserved the tradition in a very unique way. Because when the Spanish came in, and this was true from around the world, they would kind of just stomp out the religion. And what the Caro was unique with the Caro is that when they came in and said, "Hey, there's this guy named Jesus Christ, and he does all these healings and everything," the Caro were like, "Oh, good. We knew that would happen because they had this prophecy of a fifth level healer." And so when they heard about Christ, they're like, "Oh, good. It happened. It just happened over there instead of here. That's cool." And they kind of embraced Christianity in a way, and they wove things of Christianity into their ceremonies. So one of the reasons why in the Caro tradition, specifically the curandero tradition of the coastal regions around Peru and everything, it was very much preserved. And they because they were honoring the new religion, and because of that, I think they just let them have it. And even in one of the cathedrals, you can go and there's the Huiracocha egg, which is they say the egg of all creation. It's in one of the cathedrals in Cusco. And then the Carol, of course, that were way up in the mountains. They were so high up in the mountains, the Spanish never went up that high, so they were able to preserve a lot of their traditions. And so this morning, I was just going to open up with a little ceremony, calling in all the directions, all the elements that we work with in this tradition. And then Casey was just, our question, I think, is just going to be, what message of inspiration is there for us to stay? Is that?
Yeah, I can channel a message from Spirit for us. Why not?
Yeah, that was my intention.
Okay, good.
Are you just finding out about that now?
Yeah, no, I just realized that.
Yeah. So, so I'm going to open up with this, and what I invite you to do is just become very receptive and set aside everything you think you know about everything about religion, ceremony, shamanism, and just be open to the moment to have whatever experience is for you in this ever present moment of now. Ahaya, Pachamama, Ompui, Ompui, Ompui. Ahaya, Wilka Pachamamita Kunna, Ompui, Ompui, Ompui. All the sacred spirits of the land, bring your healing here. Heal what our soul has already healed. Mother Earth, bring your healing here. Ahaya, Mama Unnu, Ompui, Ompui, Ompui. Attention waters, bring your healing here. Ahaya, Mama Kocha Kuna, Ompui, Ompui, Ompui. Victory and praises to Mother Ocean, bring your healing here. Heal what our soul has already healed. Ahaya, Mama Kia, Ompui, Ompui, Ompui. Iari, Hatan, Sumek, Wilka, Mama Kia. Attention, great, beautiful, and sacred Mother Moon, bring your healing here. Ahaya, Taiwantan Waira, Ompui, Ompui, Ompui. To the four winds, bring your healing here. Iari hatan sumat kuntar, to the great and beautiful condor, Ompui, Ompui, Ompui. Bring your healing here. Ahaya Sawikinti, the royal hummingbird, Ompui, Ompui, Ompui. Ahaya Inti Taita, Wirki Inti Taita, Ompui, Ompui, Ompui. Attention, Father Sun, the inner sun, Ompui, Ompui, Ompui. Bring your healing here. Ahaya Texemuhu Amaru, Ompui, Ompui, Ompui. Attention to the great center, the galactic ovum in the center of the universe. Bring your healing here. Iari Kuichikuna, Ompui, Ompui, Ompui. Victory and praises to the rainbow. Bring your healing here. Ahaya Apukuna, Nustakuna, Ompui, Ompui, Ompui. Iari Wurka Nuna Cheska Kuna, Ompui, Ompui, Ompui. Iari Yanapakuna, Ompui, Ompui, Ompui. Ahaya. Huáscar Inca, Ompui, Ompui, Ompui. Iari Christos, Ompui, Ompui, Ompui. Ahaya, Wiracocha, Ompui, Ompui, Ompui. And finally, Iari, Wilka, Katari, Kuna. Victory and praises to all of our own unique voices in this world. Bring your healing here. All right. And to ask the question again for Casey to channel, we're basically just being very open and very receptive and asking Spirit, asking Casey's guides and those he's connected with to bring forth a message that will create the greatest possibility for us on this day.
My spirit guides, my guardian angels, all of my guides of all shapes, forms, and sizes, please be with me now. Work with me and through me. Use me as the hollow bone, the sacred vessel through which your energy, your wisdom, and your words will flow. What message do you have for us on this sacred day? This message is coming from the Arch Angel Micael. Honor yourself on this sacred day, and in doing so, honor the sacred nature of all things. Too often we look to the external to find divinity. Too often do we look towards others to lead us into the light. Where the light resides is within all, within you. Take time today, even if just for a few moments, to be with yourself truly. Feel the sacred divinity, your connection to the divine within you. You don't have to be a saint or an enlightened master in order to do this. You just need to be open. Feel the silence, go within, and realize that real power, real sacred nature is ever present, whether you're aware of it or not. Every experience you've ever had, every person you've ever met, everything you've ever done has been a sacred act brought forth by the divine. But you can feel this only by going inward. And when you touch that space which is most divine within you, bring that with you throughout the day. In truth, it's always present, but now you have the choice, after consciously connecting with it, to bring that divinity with you wherever you go. Whether you're spending time with family today or going on a walk, or whether you have work to do in some way, shape, or form, bring that sacred nature with you and recognize the divine within all things, all actions, all words, all energies that you encounter. Realize they are all equally, powerfully, beautifully sacred and divine. And so create sacred reality for yourself by realizing that all of reality already was sacred, and do so by going inward and discovering it within yourself. Thank you.
Thank you. And as you were mentioning that, there's a technique in this tradition called pop the pop bow, which I'm kind of inclined to walk everyone through if you would like. And if you're not in a space right now where you can do this in a place of silence, I invite you to, I mean, there's going to be a replay. You can go back and listen to this at another time. But basically, we will be doing 3 deep breaths. And the intention with this is with each breath, you're allowing more and more of that energy to come in from that inner seed. We call it the muhu koya, or seed of divine potential, like a well overflowing, allowing the energy to continue to push and push and push on your bubble, your aura. We call it the popo, until there's this moment where it pops. And just for a moment, all the cords of energy, all the Psyche lines, all the things that connect us to other people, places, and things from our interactions, they all break. And for just a moment, you have an experience of just you, yourself, and your soul. And ooh, and as this happens, almost immediately that bubble reforms, And only the connections that are strong with love will reconnect. All the things from passing someone in the supermarket that was anxious, all those things won't reform. Just the connections of love reform. But take this as just a moment to be with you, yourself, and your soul, to connect to that inner silence and that God within. Iari muhu koia, ompui 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 haia kenchai, ompui ompui ompui. With 3 deep breaths, breathing in all the energy from the 2 places, from within, from that seed, and from without, the all divinity around you pulling into your bubble. And exhale. And again, imagining your bubble expanding, expanding, expanding. And exhale. And on the third one, I'll snap my fingers and make a sound to pop the pop bow. Iari wilka nunna. Ompui, ompui, ompui. Victory and praises to our soul. Bring your healing here. Heal what our soul has already healed. Ahaya. Wilka nunna cheska. Ompui, ompui, ompui. Attention, our sacred soul star, our source of inspiration. Bring your healing here. Heal what already has been healed. Iari Wilika Katari Kunna. Ompui, ompui, ompui. Attention to all of our own unique voices in this world. Bring our healing here. Heal what our soul has already healed. Thank you. And come back and re-listen to that as often as you need to reconnect with yourself just for a short time.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Yeah. You're welcome, Jennifer. We have a couple minutes if there's anything. We weren't planning on being long today. I took the opportunity, told Casey, while my wife hops in the shower, why don't we hop on and see what comes up? And we thought, what a great thing to do, to offer a little ceremony and a message for today. So thank you for being with us. But if you have any comments or if you have a quick question, we have a few minutes if you'd like to post a comment. And if not, that's cool too. There's no requirement to ask a question.
Yeah, and I think definitely honoring the sacred nature of all things today is important, in whatever way you feel called. Because not everyone celebrates Easter in particular, but we can all take the opportunity, especially in this country, in the United States, there are a lot of people that do celebrate Easter. So there is a lot of energy in the collective of people focusing on the sacred nature of things. So we can all, whether we celebrate Easter or not, we can all sort of ride that and really go deep into experiencing the divine in ourselves and in the outer world. So take that opportunity.
Right. And I picked Easter Island for my background. It has nothing to do with Easter other than that's when they dropped anchor, was on Easter. And that's where they got the name Easter Island, is because that's when they got there.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, I looked it up before we went on because I was like, I don't want to do Easter eggs and something specific like that, but like Easter Island just has this energy behind it that I'm like, that feels appropriate. And then I googled what it meant. I'm like, oh, it has nothing to do with Easter at all other than the name.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
We have some people saying thank you, and thank all of you for being present and giving us your energy and attention, and for experiencing these little sacred moments with us. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And like today, as you go out and about, just being in the energy of allowance for everybody to have their own unique traditions. That's one other thing from the tradition of the Karo, is that they would never relate anything away. Like you wouldn't look at somebody's holiday and be like, well, that's not how we do it. They say that you find the gold and the differences in things. So instead of relating away things, look at what's similar, look at what's different, and is there any gold for you and the difference between you and what someone else does on the sacred day?
Yeah, sometimes there's a lot of beauty and truth to be found within the differences. Can really help us to step outside of our, because like we said, sometimes the positive ideas and judgments that we have on things hold us back as well. So looking at the difference can help us to sort of step outside of that mindset and allow us to grow even more.
All right. And Jennifer said there's no questions. So we will go ahead and I will close similarly to how we opened and thank everybody in advance. In case I'll let you work or if you would work the board at the end. So because
Sure.
I'll be zoned.
Okay.
Hiya, Pachamama. Iari Pachamama. Nike, Nike, Nike. Iari Pachamamita Kuna, Nike, Nike, Nike. Ahaya, Mama Uno, Mama Kia, Mama Kocha, Nike, Nike, Nike. Iari Texe Lerpu. A Nike, a Nike, a Nike. Ahaya, Taiwantan Waira. A Nike, a Nike, a Nike. Iari Hatan Sumakuntar, Nike. Iari Sawi Kinti, a Nike, a Nike, a Nike. Ahaya, Inti Taita, Wilke Inti Taita, a Nike, a Nike, a Nike. Iari Texe Muhumaru, a Nike, a Nike, a Nike. Iari Kuichi Kuna, Nike, a Nike, a Nike. Ahaya Apukuna. Ahaya Nustakuna, a Nike, a Nike, a Nike. Iari Itopakuna, a Nike. Iari Pakarina Kuna, a Nike. Ahaya Wilkanuna Cheska, a Nike, a Nike, a Nike. Iari Yanapakuna, a Nike. Iari Christos, a Nike, a Nike, a Nike Christos. Arpichai Sonkolai. Ahaya Wirakocha, a Nike, a Nike, a Nike. Iari, victory and praises. Hatan Uma Katari to our higher unique voices in this world. A Nike, a Nike, a Nike. Thank you, thank you, thank you.